makes a man perfect. Practice makes a man perfect. Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Of course, there are no guests so far in the city. A warm welcome on a Sunday morning for our 352nd Toastmaster meeting of Medieval. Now, I have a very small question for all of you. All of us know this practice makes a man perfect, but how much practice? Can someone tell me how much practice makes a man perfect? Until you feel this perfect. Until you feel the perfect. So all of you know there is a great selling book, Outliers. In that book, Malcolm Gladwell, he talks about 10,000 hours of effort can turn anyone into perfect in anything, can make anyone into expert on particular activity. Great. The world needs a lot of leaders because leaders lead families, leaders coach teams, leaders mentor others, and leaders lead the countries. Now, how do you become a leader? And it's not just enough to accomplish for a leader. Leaders also need to communicate. How do you become a communicator? That's where Toastmasters International comes into play. The vision of Toastmasters International is view platform, friendly environment, exposure to get that 10,000 hours of practice to become a communicator, to become a leader. So, welcome guests and welcome friends. We are going to see one more episode of the practice, the exposure, the experience that Medley is going to give on Toastmasters. With that, I want to introduce two ground rules for the day. All of us know, still I want to remind all of us. Number one, please switch off your mobiles or put it on silent mode so that it doesn't disturb others. Second, if you want to communicate to other person in between the meeting and the speech is going on, please use sheet of paper instead of using your oral communication. Number three, while the speakers when you speak, please avoid touching the topics like sex, religion, and politics. And last but not the least, not only for this meeting, normally Toastmasters meetings expect you to come on formals. I request you to come on formals in this meeting. With that, let me invite the presiding officer, the Toastmaster, the software engineer from Cognizant, and all of us love this guy for his enthusiasm and energy he brings to the table. So let us welcome Arvind, the Toastmaster.
I now declare open the meeting. I always wanted to hear that sound. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Morning.
How are you? Good. Great. We can see to that later. So the thing is, today is a very important day in my life as a Toastmaster. You know, 1 year and 2 months back, when I joined Toastmasters, then VP and Vice President membership students was asking, what is your objective in Toastmasters? I said, in the near future, I see myself as a part-time orator. I believe I can influence people with my words. I realized that this stage is divine. Toastmasters gives me the opportunity to come to the stage to practice, to make mistakes. In the meanwhile, I can practice myself here. I can become a better communicator, better leader, and indeed, ultimately reach my objective. In my 1 year of journey as a Toastmaster, what I realized is this stage not just makes a difference in your life. It doesn't just give you the power to make a difference in your life, but it gives you immense power to make a difference in others like us. It helps others get inspired by watching. Being a Toastmaster outside plays a very important aspect of a Toastmaster. It's not just about speaking here. It's not just about being here. It's about what you do outside as a Toastmaster. That really matters. And the last 1 year I have seen this club evolve from a club to a community. From a community to a family. We have brothers and sisters here. We have daddies and mommies here. We have a lot of grandfathers and grandmothers here. So today I welcome you all once again to Medley 352nd Family Meeting. The power rested in me. I shall request you all not just to make a difference in just your life, but help people, inspire people, and make a difference in their life as well. Today's meeting is going to be handled by an elderly brother of Medley Toastmasters. He has immense experience as a Toastmaster. He has 8+ years of experience as a Toastmaster. He is the current co-chair of Toastmaster Leadership Institute, D8, Mr. David Kovalda. He is none other than the tall, handsome, energetic, life coaching Toastmaster Alex Jacob.
Thanks, Aravind. I think it's a wonderful way to introduce us as a brother than a fatherly figure. Right. Fantastic. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So some of you might be wondering, or rather you might have heard these lines in Toastmasters or in Medley in particular. When we founded Medley way back in 2006, things were not like this. We had only few people sitting, one person evaluating, one person speaking, one person table topics and things like that, right? So if you want to know how it was earlier in say 2006 or 7, it was almost a similar setting. Only a few people sitting. From there we have transformed maybe plus number 40 plus number 12. And still many clubs, not only in Chennai but in many other parts of the country, still struggle with the numbers. So we need not worry about it because this is our additional meeting. Additional meeting is like our regular meeting number, so that's absolutely fine. So now let me ask you this one question. When you watch a movie, you might say at times, right, that's a good movie. But not a great movie. It's a good movie. Or when you see somebody speaking, you say he's a good speaker. But not so good. Have you ever wondered what is that differentiating factor from being good to great? Any thoughts? So in Toastmasters, what we usually used to do as a practice in the beginning of Toastmastering, my Toastmastering journey, a couple of speeches are less and we have sufficient time, we used to do something called a round robin. So a round robin is like each person will get an opinion, say 30 seconds to express his opinion. So this is my question. Good to great, good speeches to great speeches, good movies to great movies, good speakers to great speakers, good cricketers to great cricketers. What do you think is that differentiating factor? So we'll start from this one.
Good is adequate. You know, I have made a promise, I deliver on the promise. So I don't fail you there. But it doesn't exhilarate me. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't give me the bonus over what I came expecting.
Okay, something over. Right.
All
Yes.
in the contract.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So 2 points. One, who's the enemy of great? Can you tell me?
Good.
Good is the enemy of the great. So the moment you feel that you are good enough, that's it. You are not going to get. That's one important point. Second, I already quoted something which is
Seconds. So time limit is there.
10,000 hours of practice makes you great.
Okay, 10,000. Okay, we can look into that. Yes, Arjun, you have something? Okay, Arjun will think. Yes, ma'am.
Taking extra step.
Taking an extra step. Oh, okay. Yes, Ravi. Anything? You're right.
To be a, let's say, example, Tony, he is a good one.
Ah.
How is a great thing?
Okay. Yes, so Arvind is like the Rajnikant. Give me a chance. Yes.
Something that has never been done before, but done with excellence.
Done with excellence. Okay. Yes, Santosh.
Between good and great, there is a single thing with hard work, which differentiate good to great.
Good, hard work, great. All right. Anybody else? Last thought? Yes, okay.
Doing good is something that's very normal.
Normal.
Great, attaching yourself and putting yourself.
Oh,
One last. Good is within your comfort zone. Great is you're out of your comfort zone. Ability to fail and then rise again.
okay. Big round of applause. I think that's very good.
Okay.
So, good is an IT, great is IIT. Yeah, he is feeling happy about it.
When you feel like you've learned everything
Right.
and you don't have anything to learn, you can only be good. Only when you think that you can learn more and more, you can achieve greatness.
That's the IIT lines are coming here. Great.
So good is when you reach a defined standard.
Right.
When you break it and go above all of that, you became great.
So great is beyond standards.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't
Setting
know.
up standard.
Right, I don't have an answer for that. But let me introduce the theme in a different way this time. So this book, Good to Great, been gifted to me by one of my coaches from London. And this actually gave me a different thought process to all what we think or what about our perceptions about good and great. So in this book, Jim Collins had done a research. It's not about an opinion, it's a research done in many companies for many years. His team worked with many companies and found that the great leaders who turn around the companies do something remarkable, something unique, which is consistent. So I'm not going to spill the beans, I'm not going to share the secret here, but I urge you to read this book. That's the only way you can learn something. So this Good to Great, the theme is picked from this particular book, and the author is Jim Collins. You must read the book at some point of your time. Alright. So any guests here? I think no. No guests today. So I will be skipping the regular introduction part of Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International exists in so many countries, so many years, so many things. But for one question I might like to ask you, do you know why Ralph Smedley named it as a Toastmaster? The reason, the sole reason?
Because when he had a sort of session with some of the students or probably employees, even students probably, they were not able to raise those in a proper meeting.
That's objective why he started. But the reason why he called it as Toastmaster rather than an Orators Club or a Champions Club, the reason was toast is associated in the Western culture as part of raising toast and good occasion. And toast and wine has been associated quite a few times. Right. So now what he did was that to attract the young guys to come, they thought that okay, some wine sharing ceremony or something related to wine is going to happen. What happens? Let's do it. Let's go ahead. So to get the young guns' attention for a particular meeting, he named it as Toastmaster. When they come here for the meeting, they realize, oh, it has nothing to do with wine. It's only about speaking. But to get their attention, Ralph Smedley coined it as a Toastmaster. Right. So as you all know, in a Toastmaster meeting, we have three segments: the prepared speech, the table topic, and the general evaluation. We have an additional session today, which is an educational session. I'm sure it's going to be an exciting one. But before we introduce the educational speaker, let me introduce the general evaluator. The general evaluator has a very interesting name. It's a very simple name called Balaji. But I have something more to add to that. If you take the first two words of the alphabets of his name, is BA. It's like Bachelor of Arts. If you add one more word, it becomes Bal. Bal means hair in Hindi. And if you add one more alphabet, Bala means what? The meaning? Small person, right? The kid. And finally, G is a sign of respect, right? So a small guy deserves a sign of respect. So that's why he is a general evaluator. So a little more about him. He's an MBA graduate from and studied and working in Equinity. I hope I pronounce it correctly. As a SME, which means subject matter expert. So he joined Toastmasters in the year 2016 August. He wants to become an effective communicator. And he believes that good people, when they're made aware of things and then becomes consciously when they do it, they become great. So let me invite the general evaluator Balaji on stage to explain his roles and responsibilities as a general evaluator.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Yes. Today I am going to place a general evaluation role for the meeting. Today, theme is good to great. I think today our tag team is a rules to be a great thing. Because every moment has come to attend the meetings with the way is good. But some Toastmasters to become a great. They certain period only. Period only will become a great. Because they take the initiatives of saying they take so many roles. First, my tactics, the extension of timers, and our contrast and grammarian. My timer name is Ravi, singer to Wales. Currently is working in information dynamic senior engineer. He is a CSC graduate, CSC engineering graduate at Anna University. About his team, if you do extra hard work, you will become a great. So, driver, Toastmaster Ravi, please read out your role in the studio.
Hello everyone, I am Ravi. Today I am playing the role of a timer. As a timer, I will be keeping a track of the time. Generally, the time allocated for preferred speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Unless specified by the respective speech evaluator, the project speech is made after 5 minutes. I will be switching on the green card. After 6 minutes, I will be switching on the yellow card. Finally, after 7 minutes, I will be switching on the red card. On the table topics, allocated time is 1 to 2 minutes. When the PT speech is made, after 1 minute, I will be switching on the green card. After 1.5 minutes, I will be switching on the yellow card. Finally, after 2 minutes, I will be switching on the red card. For the evaluation, the allotted time is 2 to 3 minutes. The speech evaluation is made after 2 minutes. I will be switching on the green card. After 2.5 minutes, I will be switching on the yellow card. Finally, after 3 minutes, I will be switching on the red card. For both the preferred speech, the PT speech, and the evaluations, 30 seconds grace time is allowed. Anyone speaking 30 seconds less than the minimum preferred time limit, more than the maximum time limit will be disqualified. If the GE holds for my report, I will be submitting my time.
Thank you, Primer. Another role player, the arm counter. This guy currently working in CDS and his native is Parani, nearest village, Perumal Kovil, near vegetable town, about the thing, most of us can be good, but to become great takes a long lasting conscious effort. Our counter is Vinod Kumar. Toastmaster Vinod Kumar, please read out your role and responsibilities.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters, today I will be playing the role of the art counter. As an art counter, I will be keeping track and noting down 3 of the following things. Firstly, crutch words or sounds. Crutch words or sounds which we drop into the speeches to give ourselves some time to think or to emphasize on a statement. Crutch words may include inappropriate interjections such as and, but, so, like, you know. And crutch sounds may include and. I'll also be keeping track of long pauses and I'll also keep track of repetitions such as this means, you know. I'll present my report at the end of the meeting when called for by the General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Alberta. Now, the next role player is grammarian. This guy is IIM student, currently studying 3rd year. Right? So, about the theme, it's for easier to be good and many things than to be great at one thing. that way being the best is something special. The grammarian Toastmaster Arjun, please read out your roles and responsibilities.
Good morning everyone, I will be the grammarian for today. My role as grammarian is to listen to all of your speeches and make note of the good uses of the English language. These can include vocabulary or good pronunciation or good use of metaphors, imagery, anything which is very good with the English language. I'll also note down the misuses of English language and I'll report them at the end of the meeting. It is also my duty to introduce the word of the day today. The word of the day for today is elite. Elite means best or one of the best. Some examples of this word is Sachin Tendulkar was an elite cricketer, or there is another level to this thing, good, great, and elite. I recommend all the speakers to use the word of the day in their speeches, and I also recommend you to use it off stage. And I request the audience to clap when someone uses the word of the day on stage. And another bonus thing is that I have noticed people, when they use the word of the day, they look back on the board and they say elite, and they disrupt the flow of speech. So I request the audience to clap more if they don't do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Arjun. So now, what my place and hand over to you.
Thank you. So let's give a big round of applause to the general evaluator and the staff. It can be better, I guess. Fantastic.